Okay, so I'm just going to apply a little bit of sort of eye primer to the eyelid. Next I'm going to fill in the eyebrows, and I'm using Fling by MAC, and I'm just, really sort of following the natural shape of the brow, because Mandy's brows really need to be extended more than they do anything else. Okay, so I'm now going to apply a little bit more primer, which is by NARS. And then next I'm going to pat on a very neutral shade of eyeshadow all over the eye. And this is really just to act as a base. Okay, next I'm going to take a sort of pencil brush, and I'm going to basically draw out an arc in the eye as best I can, because I want to, add more definition to the crease of the eye. I'm using a very flat, matte, sort of brown eye pencil. And again, I'm really just sort of going back and forth, connecting it with the bridge of the nose, because this creates more space. And it's just the look that I tend to favor, but it's not for everyone. So now I'm just going to deepen the outside corners of the eye. And I don't care about any fallout because it doesn't matter. I'm going to clean it up. Next, I'm going to line the eye. And if my big hands weren't in the way, you'd be able to see what I'm doing. And now I'm just going to apply some false eyelashes. That's the reason I line the eye, is also to give me a guideline and to hide the lash band. Next thing I'm just going to do is apply a little bit of colour in the waterline. And then I'm going to go under the eye with the same flat brown colour that I used before. And this is just to, to balance out what we've done with the top with what we want to do with the bottom. I'm going to take a Temp 2 concealer wheel, and I'm going to apply some highlighter or concealer in strategic places around the sort of face, forehead, bridge of the nose, chin, bit above the lip, and the nasolabial folds. And these are just areas that I would like to be slightly highlighted, so that when we come to do foundation, etc., these areas will stand out a little bit more. And now I'm going to sort of, in a second, do some contouring, and it's only going to be a little bit, and I'm just going to sort of, as you'll see, go down the sides of the jaw, under the cheekbones, and probably down the sides of the nose as well. And you'll see this sort of right now. Now I'm actually going to pre-blend everything as well. I'm going to just smooth it all out with my fingers before I get around to doing the foundation, because I don't know, it just tends to be how I do it. So you can see I'm just sort of patting and moving the product around, because I'm going to stick foundation over this anyway, which is why it gives it a very subtle look. So I'm going to use Makeup Forever HD foundation in 145, and you can see that I'm smoothing it, I'm patting it. Remember I told you about this patting motion? Definitely pat your foundation. It will really, really make the world of difference. And if you can see with Mandy, her skin's looking amazing in a second, but there's a lot of darkness under the eye, so we're going to use concealer. Now I'm going to use the HD concealer by Makeup Forever. And this is a great concealer, but it's so expensive for the amount of product that you get. I'm going to apply it under the eye. And with the same brush that I use with the foundation, I'm going to, pat it and press it in. And I'm just sort of doing one side just for emphasis, so you can sort of see, the benefit that concealer has for under eye darkness. And I've already put eyeshadow on and everything, so I'm just bringing that concealer up to meet it, which is why I also put the concealer slightly lower down, because you can always move the product up. It's much easier to do it that way. And you can see that suddenly it's just a lot brighter under the eye, and I think that this is it's just a nice look. Okay. And always make sure you grab your client around the head, because I think it's just fun to just move their head around as you wish. Okay, powder in the face, just a little bit, because too much powder is very dated and we don't like it. I'm going to apply with a fan brush some blush, and I'll just sort of, move it about quite high up on the cheekbone, and then I'll go over it with a fluffy brush just to blend it out slightly more. I like using a fan brush. And you can see I'm just going to soften it slightly now. So next I'm going to line the lips, and I'll fill in the entire lip as well. And I'm using Boldly Bare, which is by MAC. And then I'm going to fill in the entire lip with a lipstick, and I picked one by Makeup Forever because I have loads to choose from. And I'm just going to fill in the lip, and this is a raspberry sort of colour. I'm then going to stick on some lip gloss, and this is actually going to be the new MAC Super Glass. It's a great gloss, but in certain lights the glitter can look a little bit grey, which is a bit odd. So just applying it mainly to the bottom lip, and then it'll be distributed above. Mascara. Next you're going to see before and after. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. I'm going to film you now, okay? And when I do one side of your face, I don't want to see a single lip movement.
Okay.
And when I do that side, you can talk freely, and we can use it all throughout. I said not to talk when I'm doing this side.
Okay.
And I said not to talk. And as far as you're concerned, I will always be doing this side. Okay?
Okay.
Now, if you could just raise your eyebrows for me and frown. That's bad Botox, people. And I hope you appreciate that while I'm doing this, I am actually having a panic attack. Okay? I said not to talk. So I want you to know that although I look like I've got a steady hand, I'm actually shaking inside. And I'm just going to warn you, man. Can you just close your eyes just lightly? When I do this eye, if you cannot breathe for a bit, so you might want to stock up on your breathing right now. Okay? Why? Just to see really how long you can go without oxygen before you turn blue. Because the blue will act as a nice neutral tone for your foundation. Saving me using a primer. Stanch. Don't do stuff to the camera.
I think that's itchy here.
You'll have an itchy face in a minute when I slap it.